Howdy there, I'm Joseph and welcome to Next Week This Morning. Of course, thank you for joining me on this phantasmagorical adventure, and without further ado, let me introduce you to this week's topic.
It has this very powerful disgust biology associated with it, and then the culture reinforces all that with shame and embarrassment.
I'm okay with you knowing that I'm doing it. I'm just not okay with you hearing it, and I'm not okay with you smelling it.
I really think it's called number 2 because it's the second best thing you can do with your body.
Feces. Yes, this video is going to get incredibly meta for those of you currently on the toilet seat. You probably haven't thought much about number 2s, well, since the innovative changes in this year's Animal Crossing. Take a look. Wash your freaking hands! Okay, apart from that positivity poo right there, usually feces aren't exactly on the bright side of the spectrum, and for lack of a more explicit term, they tend to be crapped upon. For most of us, feces are only smelly waste, profanity, a childish joke, or the most effective way to have a gag reflex when you're not watching politics. But let me subvert your expectations. Feces are much more than disposable waste and slang. It is essential to eliminate germs, dead human cells, and undigested foods, and has a worldwide impact on our culture and economy. Even though proven versatile, it's pretty odd that society is maintaining to boil down feces as a taboo and immature subject which should be flushed away. So today we're going to answer 3 basic questions. First, why are feces deemed undignifying and inappropriate in today's public eye? Second, how far can feces transcend this public opinion? And finally, what can we do about it? So, without further ado, let's dive in.
Let's see how you like it!
As you're well aware, feces and its synonyms aren't exactly known for their elegant meaning, as is best showcased when you switch on the television.
You're a real stupid piece of shit. But I know I'm a piece of shit. That at least makes me better than all the pieces of shit who don't know they're pieces of shit.
Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio.
Ridiculous bullshit!
Touch that!
Shit.
Yeah, shit. Fucking right as shit.
Laissez-moi travailler. J'en ai plein le cul de vous. On travaille à plusieurs. Tu m'emmerdes. Écoute-moi bien, Jean. Tu me fais chier.
This riveting vernacular, and this is true, is brought to you by Twitter. Warning, do not use vocabulary in front of boss, terrorist, or angry mother. It is no wonder that our understanding of feces is oriented towards the pessimistic side, if, as adults, we constantly use it as slander. And to be honest, it does seem legitimate. Non-abstract feces contain harmful bacteria and are associated to many dangerous diseases such as AIDS. Also, it's universally known as one of the worst smells on planet Earth, which I can only assume is closely followed by, in second place, by Gwyneth Paltrow's vagina-scented candles. But, to be fair, it could have turned out way worse. But this underlying bad reputation of feces can have devastating consequences for those trying to earn a living thanks to them, as this CNN report illustrates.
It's called Manual Scavenging. What Shinde sweeps, his partner scoops up. Their equipment, a broom and tin plate. No gloves, no boots, sometimes a mask. Since they belong to the lowest rung of India's caste system, Shinde says food vendors often turn them away. He doesn't take the bus. When people see his uniform, they turn away because I smell, he says. And according to Human Rights Watch, hundreds of thousands of low-caste Indians clean excreta from open toilets, drains, manholes, and gutters.
Manual scavenging. It's akin to reading the words, "Fear the Lord" in the Bible. I mean, for some, the words alone don't sound that bad until you discover what it actually means. Manual scavenging is a constant reminder of the stigma that accompanies feces. It's like stepping into lifelong adhesive dog poo. People constantly avoiding you because of the stench of waste and assuming this job is representative of who you are as a person, which of course is not. For manual scavengers, feces don't only bring a few months of social distancing, but years of it. But, like parents trying to handle a baby, it appears that the only way to temporarily turn around poop's bad reputation is by throwing rainbows and unicorns at it.
This is where your ice cream comes from. The creamy poop of a mystic unicorn. Totally clean, totally cool, and soft served straight from a sphincter. They're good at pooping.
I'm never going to see ice cream or unicorns the same way ever again. That clip actually offers a potential solution to overcome the stigma around feces. What better way to erase the stigma than to merge feces and humor into one? And if you thought that video was absurd, you're in for a shocking surprise.
Dragons poop gold, which would be cool if you're poor. That's real gold. But most everyone else is crappy at pooping. The problem is your toilet. When you make a deposit, it smells Fargo. This muscle I can't pronounce puts a kink in your colon, slowing down your gold rush. You could get constipated so you can't do the doo-doo that you do when you do doo-doos. That was a doozy. Introducing Squatty Potty, a better way to poop.
Keep in mind, the full commercial is almost 4 minutes long. As adult as selling glorified stools is, the appeal of this commercial stems from its childlike presentation of feces. And when children usually appear, irritating toilet humor is not far behind. So shut up, Jeremy! Daddy isn't investing thousands of dollars in your school education for you to say that the best time to poop is poo-30. Go pester your sister! Feces clearly get some flack when it comes to toilet humor, which begs the question, why are children so obsessed with poop jokes? Luckily for us, this conveniently titled New York Times article is here to spell it out for us. First, children are obsessed by feces because of the importance given to the word. As a kid, you learn that some words have a more important meaning than others. Some provoke a reaction from parents, like taboo topics like death, or simple curse words. And toilet humor is no different. Children are sure to have a laugh because loving parents respond back. Second, this humor relieves children of stress. Humor can be a mechanism where you attempt to control your own emotions through laughter, which releases endorphins in your brain, which reduces pain. After achieving potty training, children are sometimes unable to make it to the bathroom on time, and toilet humor is their relatable way to deal with the psychological ramifications. So toilet humor is not an uneducated child trying to be rude, but one trying to cope as best he can with his newfound emotions he can't not yet handle. That still makes toilet humor mature, right? Well, I will let Anderson Cooper take it from here.
Last night on a flight from Paris to Dublin, Depardieu reportedly peed on the floor. Apparently the plane was on the tarmac and the flight attendant told him he'd have to wait to use the bathroom until takeoff. So Depardieu created his own little jet stream. So after Gerard took his little solo flight to urination, the plane had to turn around and go back to the gate, and some unlucky cleaning crew had to deal with the Golden Globe winning tinkle. Now all I can say is they should thank their lucky stars it wasn't Depardieu. Sorry. That made me giggle every time I read it. He hasn't commented on this incident. Depardieu. I know you got it.
Oh yes, we got it! And if you want to get it some more, head to see the full video at Depardieu.com. You can't deny Anderson's joke is objectively hilarious, which begs the question, is immaturity really that important? If toilet humor is painstakingly annoying, it's because, like any forgettable joke, it's already been done. Yet, as simple as Anderson's wordplay was, you laughed, at least I hope, because it was unexpected and new. And speaking of the unexpected, here is Depardieu on Anderson's morning show, matter-of-factly explaining this whole debacle that happened on the plane.
You want to pee, you want to make a pee, and you have some hostess, and I say, please, madame, could I go to the toilet? She blocked the door with her foot, and she said, no, go back to your place. It hurt me, you know. I'm not sick, I'm not a terrorist, and I have a friend who has a bottle, and he said, oh, take the bottle. So I took the bottles, and I say, I have my bottle, and I pee. And it was so beautiful, you know, it's very hurt. Oh.
Did it overflow? I mean...
The bottle was too small. It was too small.
If you were able ever to come on this show, we'll have a water bottle here for you.
Yes, right? But this is not enough. Look, I have mine.
As Depardieu's comedically stereotypical French-English accent reminds us, other than of a James Bond movie villain, is that toilet humor still has some untapped potential. Which leads us to our second question. How far can feces transcend this public opinion? And let's take, for example, this next world record, which, at first glance, does appear quite one-dimensional.
Hello, my name is George Franson, and I have the largest collection of coprolites. What is coprolite? Fossilized poop. This coprolite right here is named Precious. This is the largest true-to-form coprolite ever discovered. Why I say true to form is because it still carries the original form from when it was made 20 million years ago. The maker made it, it had a soft landing in the muck and murk of some swamp, and became fossilized. Very few even get close to this size. That's why it's named Precious.
This coprolite right here, his name is Blaze. Honestly, he's pretty average. Why is he true to form, you ask? I had Taco Bell for lunch, so as expected, his form was non-existent. The maker made it. It had a splashy landing. Very few ever get close to his flaming aura. He knows how to trouble the senses. That's why he's called Blaze. Setting aside his future lawsuit with Lord of the Rings, his Precious is indeed incredibly valuable to the scientific community, specifically to scatologists. I'll let Indiana Jones here elaborate more on that.
What got me interested in finding and collecting coprolites is the story they tell of prehistoric life and ecosystems. No other fossils can tell you so much as coprolites can. Inside these coprolites, you can find inclusions, which are bits and pieces of plants and animals and bones and scales, sometimes teeth. Their shape can tell you about the animal that made it. Coprolites can be found all over the place.
Exactly. His dinosaur nuggets are a goldmine to determine a species' diet and relationship with other animals. And it's not only ancient excrement which is studied and kept aside. In zoos, animal feces are sent to hospitals in order to study their reproduction cycle. Even feces donors can end up saving lives.
Fecal microbiota transplant, or FMT, is a medical procedure where you take a healthy person's stool, aka shit, and inject it into an unhealthy person's bowels to replenish good bacteria and other microorganisms necessary for proper gut function. In the past 2 decades, fecal transplants have gone from a fringe experimental practice to an FDA-approved treatment for the deadly bacterial infection Clostridium difficile, or C. diff. Numerous clinical trials are currently underway to see if fecal transplants can be used to treat a wider array of intestinal diseases, as well as conditions affecting the liver, the immune system, even moods.
As amazing as this all is, this procedure is relatively new, which means it is much more complex than a simple blood donation, which means that finding safe donors isn't exactly a cakewalk.
We have a 3-step process for becoming a donor. Overall, the sort of pass rate is about 4%, so it's about twice as hard to become a donor as it is to get into Harvard.
Peach has a better chance of marrying an actual peach than you are of becoming a feces donor. Come on, Mario. You've been chasing Peach for plus 20 years and you're still on first base? Get a hold of yourself, Mario. Where's your brother Luigi? Is he in Mario Odyssey? No, Luigi prefers vacuuming in a haunted mansion, even if it's his third freaking time. Also, you leave Yoshi alone. He's not your horse. He's badass. He's a freaking dinosaur, and his feces are missing. While on the subject of the Italians, let me introduce you to artist Piero Manzoni. This man can elevate pretty much anything. Here is just a taste.
He created bodies of air, which were inflatable balloons. These became artist's breath, if Manzoni blew them up. Manzoni again surprised the art scene with Socle du Monde, an upside-down iron plinth on which the whole world is transformed into a work of art. He carried out his most outrageous act in 1961, when he decided to seal up his own feces in a tin to create artist's shit.
A can of his feces actually sold at a Milan art auction in 2016 for the price, and I'm not kidding, of $300,000. So, in the words of our Disney Prince cosplayer,
that's real gold.
Feces aren't only used in healthcare or as contemporary pieces of art. A variety of other jobs have put to use Sweater Cheek's Spartan kick into the toilet. In the city of Colorado, human waste is used as an eco-friendly energy source. In the Netherlands, a startup called Mestic is creating clothing out of manure. These beautiful innovations around feces are only slightly undercut by this next commercial. Brace yourselves.
It's Flushin' Frenzy! Flush the handle to see how many times to plunge. Look out! You pop the poop! Make the grab and get a token. Catch it in midair and it's twice the points. The one with the most tokens wins. Flushin' Frenzy, the game.
Available now at Smith's Toys Superstores.
I'm not a plumber, but I'm pretty sure that your poop does not skyrocket out of the toilet like it's a fucking North Korean missile. I mean, sure, both of them are shitty and will inevitably sink. But that's as far as it goes, which evidently is not very far. Thanks to children-oriented products, feces have been put into the spotlight these last few years, thanks most notably to the popular poop emoji. Has spawned a variety of apparel, from this stress ball, to shoes, hats, dresses, earrings, throw cushions, to permanent tattoos, emphasis on the permanent. And preventing a regret tattoo should be obvious enough when you look at it and think, well, this is shit. Then again, if those people are genuinely happy, who am I to judge? And it advocates for a wider acceptance of poop. But I can't help scratching my head in wonder of what made the poop emoji reach this level of god popularity. I guess we should ask the poop emoji himself, Sir Patrick Stewart.
Well, maybe the most noticeable thing about this character is that it turns out he's British.
Well, that's an unexpected answer. I was expecting something more along the lines of, oh, why do I find Mr. Poop so seducing? It may be the elegant twist of his lush chocolatey hair, his reassuring smile, or his endearing dilating pupils as they fall in love for the first time. Whatever the case, the emoji's universal appeal has helped raise millions of dollars through charities like WaterAid and their hashtag #GiveAShit campaign to provide clean water and toilets to over 2.4 billion people. Yet these donations, scientific studies, jobs, games, jokes cannot completely erase the fact that feces are taboo simply because it's our personal business. I know, it's tough to bring this next topic up, but we all hold a scarring memory of enjoying a peaceful bathroom break before, suddenly having a potty roommate, which sadistic horror movies often enjoy showcasing.
When you're at your most vulnerable, somehow they could just smell it.
Can't a guy take a dubber in peace?
Don't let them catch you with your pants down. Rule number 3, beware of bathrooms.
I guess we should be thankful that we have the epidemic minus the zombies. Yet, speaking of curious beings, there are a rare few who are unfazed by this taboo, as this commercial puts on display. What kind of freaking Disney magic is in those diapers for it to be so freaking orgasmic? There are only two options. Either those babies are hitting puberty way too early, or they've just snorted baby powder with a slash of cocaine. The fact of the matter is, those babies don't give a shit about that camera shoved in their face while they're relishing a cleaning crew's nightmare. And yet, paradoxically, you can be sure that 10 years from now, traumatized Johnny over here is going to lose his shit when his family shares this video. The stigma is more about upholding a controlled image of ourselves in society than the act itself being objectively embarrassing, which it isn't. Everybody goes to the bathroom, it's natural. Not just once. In a lifetime, we spend approximately 92 days on the toilet seat. Yet, as much as I continue to throw out these meticulously thought out words to convince you, the sword of Damocles, which is taboo, will never completely disappear. Which leads us to our final question. If this taboo cannot completely disappear, what can we do about it? Frankly, our daily rendezvous with the throne might always stay taboo, but feces themselves do not need to stay so. Sure, there are things you should absolutely never do with feces. Sending them by the mail, for example. What are you expecting? Oh, how considerate of you. I just needed a spare bucket of manure for the eggplants in my garden. There's also a right time and place to mention feces. Apparently, Donald Trump's campaign website is not one of them. Just a fair warning. You do whatever you want. You do you. I'm not asking you, though, to mourn the loss of your feces when they inevitably disappear to reunite with your long-forgotten goldfish. Just simply be considerate of those who provide new life to feces or make a living thanks to them. Do not judge those who have a laugh thanks to toilet humor, even if it's not your brow of humor, or even those who purchase feces-related products. Let's just all be thankful that our bodily waste helps us better protect our health from germs that could potentially harm us, which is particularly important, especially during these times. So, I guess our final words should be, thank you, Pooh. Thank you. Yeah, so that's this week's show. Thank you for spending plus 20 minutes with me. Let's hope in a few months this episode doesn't become cringy as hell. Either way, I'll gladly take any advice, criticisms on the writing, the pacing, the format, or if you have any topic ideas, just leave them down below. So yeah, that's about it. Don't forget, lunchtime bones cry abs.